Good morning, everybody. It's Sally. It's Monday morning here, the 1st of July. I think it's the 1st of July. It has been a very busy few days in my life. I've had major events that I was involved in pulling off, decorating for, planning the decorations, putting the decorations up, taking the decorations down, and making 30 flower arrangements to go into the decoration scheme. So it was a long week last week. And then I had the event on Saturday. At the last minute, we were invited to dinner with friends on Friday night. So you know me, I can't go empty-handed. So I pulled together some scratch food, like homemade chocolate fudge sauce, and I don't remember, a bunch of other kind of. And then the next day, it was just a long day. And then the day after that, we went somewhere else. Yesterday, I took a homemade scratch Texas sheet cake for somebody and stuff to make s'mores because they were British. And I thought, if you're having a cookout, I might as well contribute what I know will be fun for you. So anyway, having said that, it's Monday morning, and I had a flash come to me, and I thought I might as well share. Oh, and these flowers behind me were given because the person who received them at the big event is moving today. And I said, if you're leaving and any of those flowers people brought you to be nice, I'll be more than glad to take them home with me. So I ended up with a beautiful orchid and these lovely flowers. So anyway, there. This is what I want to talk about. All right, wait a minute. I have two concepts. One is, when does your need to become your want to? And when your need become your want to. Your need to, which means I should want to do this or I should do this, become instead your desperate need, your desperate want to. I mean, not need to, like, I have to do it. No, but because you really, really, really want to. Along those lines, because that's a sign that you've really changed. I mean, if you are not succeeding in your weight loss surgery journey, then perhaps you've not put the time into really changing who you are from the inside out, from the outside in, whatever direction works for you, whatever theme, method, type, technique works for you. The things that you implement in the early days, the things that you can ingrain for permanent change, can only happen if you actually do them, and you do them long enough for them to take over. And of course, that being given it's a perfect world and you don't have a lot of food eating disorder issues and emotional eating issues. We all have some of that, but some can be overcome and whatever. Okay. Actually, probably all can be overcome if you recognize it and get the help you need. And I'm not speaking like I have any great experience. I just know that when I have certain emotional things going on, that's when I tend to want to eat more. And for me, it's anxiety, nerves, like ratchet up kind of thing, where much like if you have a drink to chill, there's something about the food that, whatever. So anyway, having said that, that's what I'm going to say about that. The other thought I had really was about this morning when I got up, and all I could think about was besides getting my house back in order, because all those massive amounts of 4th of July decorations that were at the official event are in my house somewhere close by. I need to get all that away from me. But the need to run home. Think about what it means if you're out in the world and you're younger, you're a child, or you're having a bad patch, you're out in the world as a young adult, you're at college, something goes wrong. Whenever something disturbs our sense of tranquility or feeling positive or good or safe, and you have the concept of a safe place to run home to for comfort, for love. I'm not talking about food now. I'm talking about literally, in a perfect world, let's pretend we all grew up in one, and you were part of the Waltons, and you went off and were having a hard time. What do you want to do? You want to run home to that safe haven where you feel loved and secure and safe, okay? That's the way I feel after I would say a 3-day, I won't say binge, but let's pretend it was a true binge, but being out of your element, busy, 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 eating the crap everybody else is eating, eating a little too much, drinking a little too much, maybe then you go over the edge and you have to throw up somewhere, and that kind of stuff. Okay, and I mean throw up because you ate a little bit too much and then you had some sugar or chocolate on top of that, and that was just all your body could not handle anymore, not because I had too much alcohol. Okay, so do you want to, after a bad patch, let's say you went to Vegas and wined and dined yourself into the ground, or you went on a cruise and did the same thing, or you went anywhere and had a big old blowout for a few days and forgot that you had weight loss surgery. Do you not reach a point where you are just want to run home? Run home as fast as you can. And for me, home is that place where you have total control over food. It's not a distraction. There are no more distractions. There's no more pulling, come eat me. You just want to get back to your basic, healthy food choices. And for me, that means right this moment, because it's summertime, it means, it always means vegetables, but fresh tomatoes and cucumbers and some cottage cheese and some tuna fish. I mean, it sounds like old-fashioned diet food, but that's kind of what my body wants to eat. I want to eat clean. I need to detox myself from sugar, chocolate, the thought of sweets, the thought of alcohol, the thought of wine. Yeah, pretty much that kind of stuff. All the stuff that's not helping your body be healthy and strong. Anything that has pulled my body from feeling good and balanced and safe and normative and strong and healthy and here too, I want to detox from. And when I say that, I mean, you want to get away from all that stuff in your system. You want your body to feel clean and healthy and operating at its optimum best, and that includes making healthy, really nutritious, feed your body food choices. And when I say that, y'all, if you know me, you know I don't just mean a bunch of meat, because that is not what I do. I've eaten more meat this weekend than I have eaten, and I don't remember when. Didn't make me feel any better. Some was so tough and hard I couldn't swallow it. Be selective about what you put in your body, and there's nothing wrong with eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. It's just really not. Gastric bypass or no gastric bypass, I'd still rather eat a bowl full of roasted eggplant, tomatoes, and zucchini with some olive oil and stuff on it, and soup and, oh God, slaughter food soup, things like that. I'd rather eat like that than eat a chunk of meat. So anyway, what does your home look like, and when do you reach the point where you want to run home to that safe place for yourself? And I don't mean just safe, because home isn't just a place to hide. Home is not a place to just hide away from the temptations of the world, from the stresses of the world, from the hurts of the world. Okay, and we're talking about food now. We're talking about poor health choices for ourselves. It is a place to run to get yourself back in check. A place to feel whole and helped and normal and in your zone. And that means what you're putting in your body and what you're helping your body become by moving and moving and moving. And I'll talk about that too. Well, let me just say this. If you don't ever have that need to run home for safety, then you haven't been to that place where you feel totally right on track. And again, look at where you started with your weight loss journey, your surgery journey, and did you really put the work in to change your desires? I mean, your desires will change if you put the different things in your body, then those other desires can go away. They really can. I mean, I don't believe in an all or nothing rule, but I don't want those bad things. They don't give my body one bit of nutrition, not one. And like I've said before, I don't want my sex on the plate. I don't want my, physical desires of the flesh of any kind to be rewarded in food form. So food is for nutrition. You have to stop and demystify the need for food. Food is to keep your... If you put gas in your car, are you going to get all excited about the gas you're putting in your car? No, you're just going to put the gas in your car. So the food is the same thing. It is just the fuel to run this high-end machine. So you also need to get that machine working out, which is another whole thing. But, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Last week, you know, I am almost 3 years. I'm probably 3 years out. God, it must be getting ready to be 4 years in November. Okay, so here's the thing. I've also talked about comparison is the thief of joy more than once. And I realized I was doing it. I was doing it even with people. I was doing it with myself. I was doing it when comparing who I am today to who I was a year ago or 2 years ago when I was at my thinnest, and feeling bad about it. So I don't do that anymore. I don't compare myself with myself unless it's just to give me a positive corrective path rather than a beat yourself up path. Okay. I also was letting friends of mine, by looking to see what my friends were doing again, that I love and admire, that aren't like off the deep end scale of manic exercise, let me put it this way. I was comparing the way I ride my bicycle to the way my friends ride their bicycles. And it's because I sometimes you don't want, again, comparison is the thief of joy. Do not compare what you're doing for your workouts to anybody else's. Be doing something. Be doing something that works for you, something that you can live with on a daily basis. And again, if you aren't doing it, you are missing it and want to go home to that place. You desire, you don't, I should go back and do my exercise. No, it's like, oh God, let me go towards the light. I want to get back to my physical movement. It is part of what makes you whole, healthy, balanced, and not crazy. That and the food. So I need to just stop and say, the joy I get from getting on that Schwinn bicycle with the back pedal brakes and no gears and riding my 5 to 6 miles, maybe every day. If I can, I would love to take that bike for a ride every day. So every day it might be 3 to 4 miles. But there are times I know that I'm doing 5 to 6, and it sort of just depends on the day and how much energy I have and how much time I have. But I don't force myself on the bike for the purpose of knowing I need to go get that 6 miles in. No, I get on the bike because it makes me feel free and alive and happy, like a child on a swing. And I'm riding down that country road as fast as my little legs will pedal, and my head is up and my back is straight because it's a straight up bicycle, not a hunched over racing bicycle. And I look at the sky, and I look at the trees, and I look at the fields of yellow, and I just sing a little song. And I put my phone in the basket. I have a wicker basket. I put my phone in the basket, and I put it on Sirius XM, Sinatra, or 40s, and I just let it play like my own little transistor radio from back in the day. And I'm riding down the road happy as a clam. The same joy I get from that is the joy you get from swinging on a swing or blowing bubbles, or there's something really that takes me back to a happy place, a really happy place. So my 5 miles is worth its weight in gold, so much more than any kind of real physical workout it gives me. It does body, mind, and spirit work. And I don't feel the need, nor does anyone make me feel the need, to push myself to the point where exercise is a burdensome chore. I like to say it's like Rosemary, it's play. I ride my bike for play, and there's physical exertion in it, and it's good for my body. It keeps my body parts all, oiled up and good to go. I do body pump the same way. Now, I do feel a little angst because I would like to be doing body pump. I get off track. That's a little more, you got to get in there, turn the thing on. I'm in the zone when I get in there and lift that weight, and I'm happy I'm doing it, but sometimes it's a matter of but it's easier to just go outdoors and jump on the bicycle and go, whee, I'm gone. So body pump bicycle, I don't compare myself, and walking, I just walk with the ladies. So, I do the movement I do for body, mind, and spirit. I need all 3 of my parts being worked by whatever I'm doing. or it defeats the purpose, doesn't it? That's it. I just wanted to say, do you ever want to run home for safety, for getting recalibrated? If you're not wanting to run towards your home, which is your good place in your journey where you knew you were doing everything, really best for your body, not best because someone says you should be doing this and so you have to feel guilty, best for your body. So that was it, guys. I wish you all it's 15 minutes later and I apologize, but have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. Happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm having a picnic for my British walking friends. Only Brits allowed. Anybody on the Ramblers got an invitation from me to come to my house for an American barbecue. So once I get myself restored today, I will be making American potato salad and a coconut cream cake, and we're doing burgers and hot dogs with all the trimmings. We're going to have iced tea, real iced tea. They don't drink iced tea over here. Iced tea, and I'm sure I'll be making, 4 or 5 or 6 other things that are traditional American barbecue food. So, having said that, I'll let you go. Have a great week, and, keep fighting the good fight, because it's totally worth it. I may have gained 15 or 20 pounds, I don't know, and I don't care. I go by what the clothes I can get on my body are. I know some of them don't feel like they did a week and a half ago, so this is the week for me to restore, recalibrate, rebalance, and move forward. So I wish the best for you guys. Peace out.